Hey everybody, welcome back to Roleplay Blades, week 2. How's it going?
Yeah.
Thanks, John. That was
How are you?
I am psyched to play a role-playing game with you guys. That's how I am. I had a great time at the first one, and I've been thinking about it all week and planning and plotting and scheming, and I'm excited to see what you guys do next. And
well, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah, none of that sounds good at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone seemed to love the first one. I think we peaked early. We're gonna steady decline now. No, I'm good. And before I forget, I should mention that this show of ours has a companion T-shirt that goes along with it that you guys out there in the internet have supported super well, and I want to say thank you so much. I know JP feels the same for all the great support for the shirt, and if you haven't gotten one yet, you still can. It's still available on Teespring. It's teespring.com/twitch/roleplayblades, I believe is the link. It's probably getting spammed in chat.
I think that's right
now
Also
as
hoodies.
well.
It's
Yes, there are hoodies too.
I got a
Yeah,
shirt and a hoodie. So
nice. Yeah, I
Did
can't
you get-
decide on the zip up or the pullover.
Yeah. Which style did you get? Is it
excited. I went
pullover?
with pullover because I don't like when the zip goes through the design like that.
Mm.
I'm kind of.
I can't do pullovers, and because it fucks with my hair. So
If I had hair like yours, I would never wear a
I
pullover.
It's very important. You got to keep that coiffure.
it's also why it's the number one deterrent for why I do not do a lot of VR. Because it's
True.
like, boom, commitment, fucking goodbye hair. Nope.
Yeah.
Gotta be wearing that.
The design is on the back though. Oh shit! I gotta buy.
Oh, wait a minute. That
Damn.
changes everything.
That does change everything. No idea. I'm dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. I got the shirt, but I kind of want a hoodie. I can't decide. I never wear pullovers, but I like having it on the front. So I don't know. It's tough.
Oh my god! It is on the back. Okay. Well, buy money.
Can we just take one quick second and all wish Adam Coble a very happy birthday today?
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Happy birthday, Adam.
He's probably totally like eating cake and watching the show right now, I'm sure.
He probably is.
Yeah.
He's got his driving gloves on. He's ready to backseat GME to death. He's just gonna he's ready. Why are you doing that?
Great way to
Wrong.
celebrate birthday.
Something he posted earlier that was just like, you have a birthday. Everyone else has a birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. You're not special. And I was like, Adam, you are special. But that is very Adam to say that.
Of course.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yes, Adam. We all love you. You're the best.
In the galactic scheme of things, it really doesn't matter.
Oh God. This is too much nihilism to start our night with. This is getting me in the mood. This is perfect.
Look, it's not Blades in the Hope or Blades in the Light. It's dark. It's dark.
Right.
The crushing darkness of the universe.
Well, I for one would like to get to Jeff's speech because I've heard of these.
Yeah, me too.
Broadcast,
I feel like I want to know what's up with Jeff and what he's been up to this week. And why are you still in a hotel room even after? Are you trapped? Do you need assistance? Blink twice if you need rescue.
Can you guys hear me okay and stuff?
Yeah.
What's going on with you, man?
I just get frustrated. I'm in a hotel room because I'm still at BlizzCon. I'll be there until Sunday, which is nice and bad at the same time. Being on the road sucks. Eating restaurant food all the fucking time is actually terrible. But StarCraft is the game I love, and this is the biggest of big events, so you'll do those kind of things. But I want to just put this out there, and hopefully people hear. It's like inevitable. Anytime you do a stream, it's so funny because I'll say this, and then 20 minutes in the show, I'll be like, "Why is Jeff's mic shit?
Yeah.
I thought we bought him one or something." It's like, guys, yes, the hotel.
Yeah.
Do
Every
the best
30
I
seconds,
can.
someone new will come in.
Yeah, the internet's actually so bad right now that I have everything closed, and all I'm going to do for the next 4 hours is stare into that webcam without even a chat. So, to be honest, I feel like this is as close as you can get to role-playing Careless Firm. which is great. It's
Wait a
gonna
minute, I
put me
give
in a
iPad.
homicidal-
Just hold it up if you want to look at the
Yeah.
chat.
I mean, normally I have like a chat open, I have another stream or something, you know, like I give most of my attention to the show, but I try to multimedia myself right now. I'm in a hotel room by myself with the door closed because I don't want any other sounds coming in here. And I'm going to stare into the webcam for 4 hours. So it's going to be awesome. Super excited. Other than that, just excited for some friends to roll into town. We're going to go see Doctor Strange, which is getting amazing reviews. Just really cool to hear.
Jeff,
Cumberbatch is one of my favorites.
amazing reviews.
That's what it was getting, yeah.
Really? I mean, that's great. I mean, I really
I
want
mean,
this movie to be good.
You were probably checking out like the next Finding Nemo movie or something like that, but the rest of us were, you know.
No, it's good. I'm excited. I heard some initial reviews were bad.
Really?
Yeah. But no, I mean, like I'm looking right now. It looks pretty good right now. That's good.
Numbers, yeah, the numbers are good. I'm shocked actually. I was a fan of the comics and they were so psychedelic and crazy that I thought that they wouldn't translate to like a standard audience, but I guess they figured it out. So that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And the reviews I read at least actually talked about how it's nice that Marvel isn't sticking to just like the formulaic, this is what works for mass audiences and just do that every single time. They take a little different approaches, I guess. We'll have to see for ourselves, but that was one of the comments about it, which has me excited because I wouldn't want another Civil War or a Thor, esque movie. This, as you said, this is a different beast. So I'm hoping not to be let down.
I mean, Guardians, in my opinion, is like one of the best Marvel, and that's so far from like the beaten path of what they sort of made the universe on.
Yeah.
So I am excited for that. Although I will say, I mean, not another Civil War, that's fine, but the airplane scene where they're at the airport in Civil War, since it's come out on video, I've watched that more times than I would care to admit. But it is like a nonstop fucking like 25-minute superhero fight scene, and it's awesome. I would watch 2 hours of that.
Yeah.
It's a good. I don't mean to say I don't want another Civil War because it's a bad movie. I liked it. I just don't want. One of the concerns with them doing every single hero movie is, several times over, is that they all just are the same good guy introduction story. Wow, there's this girl he can't get middle of the way through. Oh my God, it seems like all the cards are stacked against him, and wow, they got there. So like every movie was like that. I've hit my threshold pretty far over, So I like that the word is they're trying to do a little bit of different stuff with that kind of thing. So that's the hope.
It's bold. You don't get that in Hollywood much, right? You have successes and you just stick to the formula, and it's really cool that Marvel has the balls to do that. I mean, they're buffeted by the fact that they have infinity money from all these successes, so I guess they can take risks. But it's cool. It's cool to see them actually doing it and not just playing it safe over and over again.
Infinity money is a good way to put it, I think. Fucking printing press over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's man. I mean, good for them, right? They make great stuff, so it's cool. When are you seeing Doctor Strange, Jeff?
Thursday. Thursday's the new Friday, man.
It's like a midnight showing or something.
Yeah, you call it a midnight showing, but it's going to be at like 10.
Okay, it's creative.
Midnight somewhere. It's midnight in like Utah.
That's right. That counts. It totally counts. What about you, man? What do you?
No, other than that, though, I'm just.
I totally cut you off. I cut you off.
Jeff, go.
You're out of time.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say, like I said, I was mostly making a joke about being stuck in a hotel room, but having a good time and just excited to get back home. But I'm really excited to do this. I just want to give a shout out to everyone that it was just such an outpour of love and support and excitement, and that we feed off of that. So I'm sure we'll have time to say it at the end, but I just want to start off by saying thank you to everyone that enjoyed our first episode, and so excited for more to come.
Hope we can keep going.
Definitely.
I've been up to a little bit of the same old. I'm not going to BlizzCon this weekend, but I am going down to the Big Buck World Championships, which are going to be in Austin, Texas. and it is where like hundreds of people will compete for $25,000 in Big Buck Hunter. And we're going down there to shoot some stuff, but I'm just excited to go kind of check out that community because we got a chance to, meet the female champion at TwitchCon. They're at the PJ Sultan stream tournament, and they're really awesome. And they're kind of like, their community is kind of crazy and off the wall. And I just like can't wait to go experience one of those events. I don't know. I mean, like, anyone else play Big Buck or?
Nope.
Not competitive.
What, Jeff? What, Jeff?
There's a big buck hunter in every bar in Montana.
Dude, Jeff,
Never
how
heard
many
of
years
it.
were people like, oh, you play fucking StarCraft? Dude, we're fucking nerd. Like, you're doing that to Big Buck right
Wait,
now. You're that fucking guy.
I
You're
just
that manifestation. Jeff.
Listen, man. I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't feel like I had to tell you. Like, there's gonna be a wheat intermission. Like, look, you've spent thousands of dollars in Clash Royale and played it to the ground. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you played
It's
an
true.
absolute fuck ton of Pokemon Go. Nobody
No.
cares about that anymore. It's
No.
gone. All right. And now you're playing Buck Hunter 45
I'm
years
not
after
playing
it came out. And
I'm
like
not.
Super
That's
said,
That's the
you're
difference.
skipping BlizzCon to
Maybe
go
you-
see people
Maybe
compete in Buck Hunter.
misunderstood. Yes, I'm not playing it personally. I am interested in the scene. Jeff, you know what? For the record, I went to the
Tweet it
first
right now.
BlizzCon in 2005, and I don't even know how many after that. I think I missed maybe 2. I can go to a fucking Big Buck Hunter tournament, I think. I'm excited. I'm excited. I will report, Jeff. Jeff, just for you, I will report who wins the Jugs of Destiny, which is the trophy for the ladies tournament.
The what?
The Jugs
Yep.
of Destiny? That sounds.
The Jugs of Destiny is what they call the trophy for the ladies tournament, and there is like a
Is
picture
Jugs
in
like
the
some
promo
term, or-
of Sarah Erlandson, like
Term for-
with the trophy. Like it's crazy. I have to go check out this community. Like I have to go see what they're all about.
I feel like you're talking about it like you're going to the zoo. Like you want to go observe these people.
Nah,
Like-
nah. Oh man, I wouldn't be this excited if I thought it was like a zoo. I'm hard to impress at a zoo.
No.
Sorry.
This is great.
Yeah. Other than that, anyone
excited
else
to
watching
meet
Westworld? Anyone else?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Let's
I've
talk
heard
about
good
that, by the way.
Yeah. Let's talk about how terrible it is, Jeff.
Do you not like it?
I love it. I think it's great. I love the
I
think it's good.
I'm 3 episodes in, and if JP can talk, please do. Like Anthony Hopkins, great other actors and actresses that I'm seeing. I love the theme. I feel like it's one of those things where like everyone is like, this is so fucking great, and I'm watching it under the like, I'm like, this is so fucking great. And then on the 3rd episode, I'm like, I'm gonna watch more of this because hopefully it fucking goes somewhere. Because right now,
Yep.
it's taken them 3 episodes to. And by the way, if you're in the chat, spoiler, we're talking about a show. You're like, I'm on episode 1. Don't listen, but it's taken them 3 episodes to really slowly touch on the idea that maybe they're growing a consciousness, and it's like. I don't want them to like ham-fist it and force it down my throat where they're like, they have thoughts. Episode 1, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is so cool. But 3 hours. This is like some. I have an analogy, but it's so inappropriate, so I'm not going to do it. But it's like someone's like, hey, I want to have, I'm going to have sex. Apparently I'm doing it. They're like, I want to have sex with you. Cool. When do you want to meet? And they're like, how about tomorrow? And you're like, okay. And then tomorrow, like, how about Wednesday? And then like, okay. And then they're like, how about Thursday? And you're at Thursday, like, okay, we're gonna do this thing. And they're like, yes, I am. What hotel room are you in? I'm like, I'm in 1155. And they're like, okay. How about Friday? And I'm like, Jesus, fuck. Get to the goddamn point of this thing, man. It's like such a cool concept, but I think at the end, the final episode, 10, they're like, well, you guys made it here, and that was a human experiment to see how much patience you all had. Peace. And they just drop the mic and walk out.
Well, Jeff, I'm going to give you just a tiny glimpse into the future because I was certain that episode 5 was going to be the episode, on Halloween or the Halloween Eve. They're gonna like give it out information, answers like fucking pieces of candy. Episode 6, maybe now I'm thinking that might be the case. So get ready for 2 more hours of like the layers. It feels a little Lost-esque in that regard.
That's what I'm feeling, and that's
Yeah.
not a good feeling to have. The concepts are cool. I totally agree with you, Jeff. It's way too slow. And again, I don't want to spoil anything, but I think I already know what the like last moment, if don't say it because it's probably a spoiler, but I think I know what the last moment of the last episode of this season is going to be. They're going to save it till then. And between now and then, they can't get there faster. They have to just wait for the big season finish reveal. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope it happens in the next episode, but I don't think it will. I think it's going to be at the end of the season. So I don't know. I like it. The concepts are cool. The whole bullet thing is driving me crazy. They need to fucking figure out how the guns work because they're stupid. It's such a nitpicky thing, but it bothers me that they didn't think about that before they started the show. It's a bad sign. It's like a lost, flashing red light. Like you didn't think this through, But I try to bottle all that up and put it aside and watch the show and just enjoy it and let my, Lost, being burned from Lost kind of sit off to the side.
It's still better than 70% of the television that's on right now. So like it's shot amazing. It has incredible cinematography. Like the writing is actually one of my favorite aspects of the show are the actors who are the hosts, because I think it's really interesting when they're in like they're in analysis and they command them to go into the different modes and how quickly the actors like shift in and out and sort of they are convincing as fuck. I love that a lot about the show.
Rachel Evan Wood, like I didn't really know about her much before this, and she's blowing me away, man. She is so good. Her performance and the guy who plays her father host at the beginning, that guy was awesome. He has some really good scenes.
When he did his, when they're like that whole scene when they have an analysis after all that shit is just fucking remarkable. That was the scene that made me go like, holy shit, like that's actually really tough to like pull off and I liked it a lot.
I want to like it more is I think what I'm trying to describe. Like I love the concept, the acting, the atmosphere, everything's there. The pacing is just like even episode 2 when they bring in the guy from Always Sunny, he's a great actor. His whole like pairing with his brother-in-law and the development of how he's just kind of a good guy. That's like a micro. It's a sub story, but it's like so fucking slow as well. Every scene is another vignette of them being like, I'm the brash dickhead guy who's okay with stabbing a fork through someone's hand. And he's like, oh, I'm not okay with that.
I'm not right.
Like,
Oh,
wow.
We can totally role played out every single one of their scenes, Jeff.
Yeah.
Over and over.
The next fucking scene is him like, I'm bored. I just got done having sex a bunch. Let's shoot something. He's like, no, man, no.
Dude, you just described like my Wednesday.
So, same complaint, but I'm ready for my mind to be blown. Maybe it's episode 7, maybe it's 8, but the show could blow over and be like one of the coolest ever. But just right now, wow.
We bit slow, to put it mildly.
That's it. Everything else.
That's it.
Yeah, I think.
Westworld.
Well, I mean, I don't know if anyone else watches The Walking Dead, but to go from like episode 1 to what they did in episode 2 it was like Thames City, but I'm still excited for where that show's going. Zeke, you caught up?
Like TV, so
Caught up on Walking Dead?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I haven't watched any episodes of this season yet.
Okay. Well, we, it's coming, but we saw Ezekiel this week.
Yep.
So.
Yep. No, everybody's like, "Oh, you're in The Walking Dead." Just like when people saw the new character in WoW, they were like, "Oh, Zeke the Zerker is in WoW. Did you know you're in WoW?" I was like, "Yeah, Zeke's and Ezekiel is not that uncommon of a name, so you're gonna see it time to time."
Yeah, real quick. So Adam said, "Tell us about your costume." I went as Negan for Halloween. And the funny story is, I actually did Negan like 3 years ago when I went out with my son, and no one had any clue. Like he was only in the
Really?
comics. No one. He wasn't in the television show. Like I had to be like, "You ever heard of the comic The Walking Dead?" They're like, "No, but I heard of the show." And I'm like, "Never mind." So I brought it back. I added a new red scarf, like to really match the Jeffrey Dean Morgan. And we had a holiday like a costume contest at Twitch, and I was in kind of the middle of the pack, and there were some great costumes. But I came out, and everyone collectively, like immediately, the judges put up a 1, and like everyone collectively, like boo, and it was phenomenal. I was for just a few seconds, Jeff. I was actually Negan, man. I was the most hated man
That's awesome.
in the room. And I think that's like the ultimate achievement for dressing up as a costume. So fun deal. I didn't win
You should
shit.
have full character.
I won that moment. What?
Spoken for 25 minutes straight. You should have spoken for 25 minutes straight.
I got a speech. It's about to be Pee Pants City real soon. Yeah. Anyway. There you go. Next.
Nice segue. I like it.
Yeah.
PP Pant City, Zeke. What are you gonna do with that?
That's where I've been living. I've been living in PP Pants City. No, I just moved. Just got my new moved into my new house. I got my own room set up for streaming, and I got a bedroom and everything. It's like a real house. Me and my brother moved in. He's in the basement. I'm upstairs. And I got a room dedicated for streaming, and I got I got the biggest bed I could possibly fit into my room, because I've always slept on like a twin or something small like that.
So, do you get a queen or a king?
No, I got like a king, like big, huge, like I can splay out like this, and
good for you, Zeke.
The corners. It's
Good
great. But yeah, so that's all I've been doing. I just got everything set up last night at about 4 a.m, put the finishing touches on, did a 5-hour broadcast day, and everything seemed to go well. Internet dropped me once, but other than that, no drop frames at all. So
That's good.
See,
Nice.
let me ask you, have you, because now's the time. If you take this advice serious, this could change your life. And I know you've heard that before from a Mormon probably.
Okay.
But have you bought a nice mattress?
yes, it is a nice
Oh
mattress.
shit! Here it
It's a very
comes.
nice mattress. It is like a super cushy pillow top, wonderful thing, and I love it. And it's firm, but it's got that that cushion to it. Yeah, I passed out for like 8 hours straight, which I never do. I can sleep for 6 usually.
Jeff, do it.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. So
Here
if-
it
if you-
comes.
if you didn't just buy it, life-changing good and not expensive, Casper mattresses. I fucking kid you not, man. All they do is invest in advancing the technology of mattresses, and it's like for a king-size mattress, you can get one for $600 or something like that. Usually,
How's it
pay
come to you,
$6,000.
Jeff? How do they deliver a mattress? That seems like it would be really expensive and maybe like a pain in the ass.
Casper with a
I'm
Sierra
excited.
K.
Thank you for asking, Marcus. They come in a decently sized box and they unfurl out, bro. They unfurl.
Wow, that seems really
You look
cost
like
effective
a
and awesome.
Right on.
For them,
I'll look it up.
It seems like they really care about their customers.
This is
They're
his job.
online. No, I don't get a dime from this shit, but I do care about you people. And let me tell you, a good mattress is actually one of the easiest things you can do
Yeah.
to completely upgrade your life. It's insane how good it is.
Also good pillows.
Anna takes the credit, my wife.
Yeah, didn't she do
Yes.
it while you were out of town?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Well, she's like, she'll look into this kind of shit. I'm kind of your stereotypical guy. Like, I'll just be like, this is the one my mom had 45 years ago. It's like, this will work.
Yeah. Is it flat and has cushion? I'll like go to sleep on it, whatever. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
They have a dog one. I need this. My dog will have a nicer
Yep.
bed than me. She'll never lay on it. It'll be great.
They actually have a return policy too. So like if you guys don't like it, I believe it's you just send it fucking back, 100% return. Get all your money back. It's insane. And their customer service is awesome. I know I sound like I'm sponsored by them. I'm not. It's just they're amazing. So,
Sweet.
Have I mentioned their great return policy? Also, I'm working on commission for Casper mattresses. Love it.
No, I'm not sponsored by him. I do have a gambling Casper website though that I did find the other day.
It's a great website.
It's not your website, right? You heard of it. You found it.
No, I just found it.
Yeah.
I didn't say. I just said I heard about it, which is true.
Technically true.
The best kind of true.
That's
Did it
right.
take long to move, by the way, Zeke? Moving is like one of the most horrible
The worst.
experiences in the world. I just
It's well, and I'm not even done yet. It's I'm all moved in here. It's honestly moving itself is not the bad part. It's cleaning up someone else's life, like completely like going through everything and going, well, fuck, what are we gonna do with this? Oh, what are we gonna do with this? We can't throw it out and sell it, but no one's gonna fucking want it. It's an $800 thing that no one would get $1 for. So what the fuck, like a Bowflex? Like, well, who the fuck wants a Bowflex?
Call it 90s. We got a Bowflex over here.
Yeah.
We're gonna ship it back to the DeLorean.
What the fuck do you do with it? Take it to the dump?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Isn't
Big
that
thrift store.
also Goodwill? Like
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah,
wanted
that's
a
probably what
Bowflex.
we're gonna end up doing with a lot of it
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, it's a big house with a lot of garages to go through and shit. I mean, we're doing it slowly. It's been a year, but we're doing it very slowly, and we're just getting to the house down to the bare bones of the house that we're gonna sell.
Dude, I moved like a year and a half ago, and I still have boxes I haven't unpacked, to be honest.
Yep.
I just like put them in a corner. And I was just like, yeah, I mean, I don't really need the stuff in there. So whatever. I just left it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Zeke.
I'm the funniest pair. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I do you know William Street Swap Shop, Zeke, on the Twitch Adult Swim channel?
No.
Okay, I feel like you need to watch this show tomorrow, and then call in and swap your Bowflex and see what happens. See if they'll. So, I don't know, if you've never watched the show, it's fucking brilliant. By the way, it's amazing. Twitch.tv/Adult Swim. You should follow it. Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack. Jeff, you were saying.
I was just gonna say Anna and I are the funniest pair because if it was just me, I could move my entire life anywhere on planet Earth within 10 hours. Like I could just pack up 4 bags, and then all my models. I guess it's a little bit longer than 10 hours, but that's me in a nutshell. Everything else is Anna, and that's my nightmare. She's like, you know what? We should get a bigger apartment. I'm like, no, not yet, not yet.
Yeah. I feel like most of my stuff is just all like streaming stuff. Like packing up my studio and everything would take the majority of my time. And then the rest of the stuff, just throw it in a box, whatever. But packing up like all of this is what I just like don't want to move because I don't want to unplug anything for fear that when I plug it back in, it won't work anymore. So.
Oh my God.
Like I'm so scared
Thank
of
you
moving.
for saying that. That's actually, I live in that fear as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Doesn't make sense.
Is
All
it
right.
time?
Are we ready
Are we,
to
are we ready?
Is it time?
fictitious people?
Is it time?
I'm
And-
gonna make one more statement. One more statement before we go. Is that
Tell
cool?
us.
Do it.
All right. I would just like to go on the record of saying I don't really have another platform to do this other than Twitter, and it would take longer than 140 characters. But played Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2 in the last week. They happen to come like at least from the same publisher. God, Titanfall 2's engine is so good, and Battlefield 1 is just fucking awful. It looks good, but it
Really?
feels. Oh God.
Disagree.
Titanfall 2 is fucking butter. It is butter engine supreme. And Battlefield 1 is like.
It looks
I think I ordered one of those at Country Harvest, a butter engines supreme.
Oh man.
I don't want to create friction before we get into the game, but I gotta say, yeah, total disagreement. BF1 is the best Battlefield ever made. by
I
a
didn't
mile.
say it wasn't a bad game. I'm just comparing engines, and I'm actually.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I
Yeah,
misunderstood.
I played
Misunderstood.
Battlefield 1 and played the campaign and some multiplayer, but like then I played Titanfall. I was just like, holy shit! I am so shocked at how good this engine feels. It's incredible.
Okay. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you there. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah. No, actually, I was really happy to go back, like throw it back, but it just like I don't know if I don't know like what the discrepancy was there because I was like they should, isn't it on the same engine? I don't get it. I don't know.
Do you have to compare like the size of the map and the amount of players on the server though?
I suppose there's a lot of shit. Yeah. Also,
That's a good point.
there's no destructive environments in fucking Titanfall, which probably is like a huge task on one's computer. So that's a good.
Yeah, because you can have like 64 people in one game. There's like tanks, horses, planes, and like the buildings can be destroyed, and the maps are pretty huge compared to Titanfalls. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good point. Yeah.
Anyway.
I really wish that I liked Battlefield more. I want to like it a lot, but I can't get over like I'll spawn and then get killed by a tank that's like when they do the zoom thing that shows you the outline of what killed you, and it's just like so far away. There was like a out at sea that killed me or something. And then I'll spawn again and like immediately get blown up by a grenade. And then I spawn again and I just immediately get shot by like a sniper who's just like across the map. And apparently like Vasily Zaitsev is like in my game and just sniping people. So I get killed like
That
5
sounds like
times
awesome.
and I'm just like, all right, that's fine. I'm just going to go play Siege or Overwatch instead.
Yeah, there's a lot of death. A whole lot of death in Battlefield 1.
Speaking of a whole lot of death.
Yeah.
Speaking of death.
There's a new crew in town whose business is murder.
That's right. Speaking of crews, have we like conversed about a name yet, or are we waiting to like maybe receive one from Street Talk or?
Yeah, I was going to ask. There's been some chatter on the community forum. There's been we talked about it briefly. Episode 0, I think. There were a few ideas. Scholars was one that was kind of.
I was never mad at that
popular.
Name. I don't mind that name still.
Yeah, but I don't think we've settled unless someone has strong feelings yet. It's only episode 2. We don't have to decide right now.
Okay.
If someone was like, okay, I got it, I figured it out, then we can jump on it. But I don't know.
We'll let it happen naturally.
You want to just okay? That's cool. That's cool too.
Yeah, maybe there'll be some like real signature that happens. That we're like, that's it.
Yeah,
that'll be the moment. In like 50 episodes, we're just gonna be like, hasn't happened yet. We still don't have a name.
They're the nameless crew.
The nameless. There you go. That's it. Perfect. All right, tell us what we're doing, John.
Yeah, so just a very quick recap. Last time you did a trial run for your contacts, Lady Eramina Enclave. She has some connection to Jeff's character, Careless Firm, who we don't quite understand yet. And she's looking for assassins. She has assassin work that needs doing. So she gave you guys kind of a test mission to see, if you were good or whatever. And she wanted you to kill a magistrate Dunville, and make it look like he had been killed in a duel because her brother had been trying to arrange for that to kill him in a duel, and he had been ducking him and avoiding the challenge. So yeah, you guys took on that job and pulled it off. Not only did you make it look like he got killed in a duel, you made him actually get killed by the dude who was trying to murder him in a duel. Kind of took it to the next level. So yeah, that was pretty cool. We got to see all of your all of the recruitment stuff too, so which kind of revealed a little bit of how you got together, but there's still more to learn there. So the way the game works structurally speaking, you guys have just done a score. So your score is like your heist or your assassination or your smuggling or whatever your crew does. You do a thing for money, typically. So when the score is over, when you complete it, succeed or fail, however it turns out, then the game shifts modes a little bit into what's called downtime. So the crew has downtime now, and during downtime, there's kind of four parts of downtime that will resolve. 3 of them are very rapid, and then the 4th one is kind of about you guys doing particular things, and that can be very quick and simple, or it can, we can dig in a little and do scenes and kind of like discover stuff. So it's up to us how quick and simple, or how engaged and kind of meaty downtime is. So we can turn that dial how we want to do it. So if you go to, it's in the PDF, but there's also a handout on Roll20 here. The downtime reference handout. If you pop that open, you can see
oh, right on.
the four deals for downtime, which are payoff, heat, entanglements, and downtime activities, which is what the PCs do.
Could you say again where that is?
It's in the PDF. It's there. There's a handout on the Roll20, like on the right-hand side there, where the character sheets are and stuff. There's a handout for downtime reference.
Okay. Yes, I see it. Great.
And also in the PDF on page 37.
Perfect.
So yeah, first is payoff, because you guys got to get paid for killing. That's your thing. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna do a little scene where you guys go talk to Iramina, and she'll give you the money. She has stuff she has to tell you. So we'll play a little scene for payoff. Then we'll do heat, which is the kind of abstract number it's a number that abstracts how much attention, witnesses, gossip, general kind of notice that was generated by the score. So there's always going to be some. It could be a little, it could be a lot. As your heat goes up, the powers that be come after you a little harder when they come after you. And so
is that during downtime and just from that point forward, or
yeah. Yep. And then during downtime, you have the chance to reduce your heat. That's a thing you can do during downtime, is like try and get the heat off your
got it.
Then entanglements, which is like a result of what you've done. So there's these abstract things. There's like the payoff and the heat, and then something happens. So there's kind of a out of the sandbox, an old rival comes calling, or you get into some kind of trouble or something like that can come out of it. What's happened. And then once that's all resolved, you guys can do downtime scenes. You can indulge your vice. You can work on a long-term project. You can reduce heat on the crew. There's various stuff you can do to spend your downtime, and we'll get to that. But that's just the general overview of how downtime goes. And the first thing we're going to do is get him paid. So you guys are going to go back to Lady Aramina's estate in Brightstone, which is kind of just up the street and around the corner from where your library is, actually. Your lair, abandoned library. And this was prearranged, right? Like you made a deal with Aramina to do the trial job, and she agreed to pay you, and so you're coming to collect, essentially.
Okay.
So you approach her estate. It looks the way it did before. She's got this private garden and iron fences around the place with lightning barriers that are currently turned off. She doesn't want to burn all the electroplasm. Her fortunes are not what they used to be. Anne, are you bringing Myth with you to the payoff meetup? Is he skulking around in the shadows somewhere? Or are you going alone?
Yeah, he's always nearby.
Okay. So he wasn't around last time you guys came. So this time there's something to notice. As you approach, Myth like hangs back slightly as you approach the front steps. And then when you actually put your foot on the first step, he growls a little bit under his breath and paces back and forth. And you're a whisper, so if you want to make rolls, you can like dig into this some more, but basically you get the feeling that like there's a ward or something here. So like spirits don't want to enter. It's not like so powerful that it keeps everything out. It's kind of like, I don't know, like hanging up garlic for a vampire or something. Like he's getting this like weird reaction to it and kind of doesn't want to go in. You can just like make him come with you.
Okay.
But there's this like weird vibe happening.
So if I wanted to, then could I roll for like attune to get more information?
Yeah, totally. Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that then.
All right.
Position control.
Yep, it's controlled. And let me see how serious the ward is. Just standard effect for this, yeah.
Okay. 5 and 5.
Nice. All right, cool. So on a controlled move, when you get a 5, you hesitate. So you start to attune to what's here, and you feel the energy of the ward kind of at the edge of your senses. And just as you're starting to attune to it, you get this weird feeling, kind of what Myth is feeling, like something dark is here. It's not. It's more like the type of magic that Myth is made out of, that ancient sorcery, not the modern scientific stuff. So you get to choose. You can let it go and try a different approach at some different time or in a different way to find out about this. Or you can push through your hesitation and suffer a complication or a minor harm or a risky position. I'm going to say you're going to suffer minor harm. The ward is going to like hit you back. You'll be able to find out about it, but you're going to take a level 1 harm with we'll call it drained. You sort of get drained by the power of the magic, or you can not do that. You can decide to let it go and not push it.
Okay, so for harm, then where do I look up like what that means, or where is that in here?
So it's on your character sheet.
Yeah, I see the boxes for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Right. So harm is sort of narrative, like where the box is, you write the name of the harm, like you'd write drained there in one of the level 1 boxes.
Okay.
That means for these next few scenes, you'll have less effect your character because you're drained. If you do stuff in this coming scene, you'll always have reduced effect to your actions because you're tired or distracted by what's happened to you.
Okay.
The good news is that when you go into downtime, you have a chance to heal. So you're just about to have a chance to recover from this, probably. So it's not going to be quite as harmful as it would be if you were getting it like at the beginning of a job or something.
So we can heal it through our like.
Yeah, you can take a
Our
downtime
lives,
action. You can take a downtime action that you get 2. So you can you could like do your vice and then recover from harm if you wanted to.
Then yes, I'm gonna go ahead and push through and take the drain.
Okay.
Since we'll have a chance to recover it or to fix it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not as bad as it normally would be. But. So you push through and you get a strong vision through this. Like some kind of ancient sorcery has been done here. Not recently. It's really old, older than the house. It's been consecrated to one of the forgotten gods, which is a thing that people talk about in the setting. People use that as this blanket term, forgotten god. It's really just a bunch of cults and like weird mystery practices, and sometimes people worship demons or something, or some ancient stuff from antiquity, kind of like in the Lovecraftian kind of sense. You know, there might be some weird secret society that like sacrifices goats or something, but it's not. It's always like a hidden away. Any kind of worship of demons or forgotten gods is criminal in the city. It's not allowed. Jeff is back.
Yeah, I'm back. Just dropped. Sorry. Go ahead.
No big deal. So you get you're familiar with this as a character. You know about there's little shrines around the city and people have secret meetings. You grew up in the underworld, so you've seen people like creeping off under a bridge to light black candles and chant and stuff. Whoa.
Just fixing things. We're good.
Oh, okay. Thought we were losing everyone. No.
Black candles, demon worship.
Yeah, I'm just establishing the setting here, so you're familiar with all of that kind of stuff, and you get the sense that that's what's happened here. This has been consecrated. Someone's drawn this ward around the building, and you get a vision of the entity that it's been consecrated to, and it's a figure of a woman made of shadow, with long swirling hair, like drifting smoke, kind of, burning embers for eyes. She kind of looks like Myth, sort of, but as a woman.
Okay.
And you get this. It's a vision in darkness. You can see her shadowy form somehow in this dark place. And in the vision, she steps up behind you and puts her hand on or she reaches out to put her hand on your shoulder. This is a controlled move for you, so you can like go, okay, no, that's enough, I'm out, like before she touches you or something, if you want to.
Yeah, no, I don't want to let her touch me.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't want that. But it's clear that it's like very active, like her presence is very powerful here. And you get enough of a vision that you could like figure out who it is. You could go look up
Okay, so I know
goddesses or something. It's not something you immediately recognize, but it's enough of a vision where you could like figure out what it is.
Okay.
Or talk to someone about it, or look it up in a book or something like that.
Does this take any time or anything while she's doing this?
It takes a few moments. And I was gonna say, Jeff, like you probably notice her kind of stop when she puts her foot on the step. And then Am, when you attune, like what happens to your, like, do you look different? Do you do stuff?
Mm-hmm. So I would imagine that she kind of zones out a little bit, like Rune zones out, and her eyes kind of lighten a little bit. They don't really like glow, but they kind of just, the color changes very slightly. And then on her cheek, the rune kind of lets loose a little bit of like smoke, but it's really subtle.
Cool.
I think as you kind of come to and open your eyes, my face is like an inch away from yours, and I'm bending over to be at your level, and one of my arms is behind my back and the other one's in front, kind of like this, and I'm like, Rune, we really should be going.
Jeff, would you like to study Rune in this moment?
Sure. I'm always studying.
Why don't you roll your study there?
Okay.
You have 0 dice, but you can still do it.
You can.
So
try.
this is actually a fortune roll. There's no like downside here.
Risky?
Sorry. If you scroll down a little further, there's a button that says roll fortune underneath where your friends are.
Oh, roll fortune.
You see that? Yeah, just roll 0 dice with fortune, and basically we're gonna see like how much you get from this when you look into her eyes. If you get anything interesting.
No notes. 1 dice. Shapoopy. Got a 3.
Right. No, there's a little like tickle. Like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
Ha!
And as you're looking into her eyes, you feel like you have this chance to see something there, and then she just like shuts it down, and
Okay.
you don't get anything.
Which manifests to you, by the way, Rune, is like a slightly inquisitive, but obviously still smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a touch of something there, but I don't have anything, obviously. So then
Right.
as you kind of come to, I stand back and I'm like, yes, we really should be going.
And then I just kind of, I blink my eyes a couple times, like I'm trying to clear the like cloudiness from my eyes, and I'm just like, all right, let's get going.
All right.
And keep
He
walking.
nods and turns and knocks on the door or whatever.
Nice. Yeah. There's a bell pull, and servant comes, and the same tired old man who answered the door before, probably the only servant left in the house that you've seen anyway. And he leads you into the big ballroom that's all been cleared out of furniture except for those few couches and the old out of tune harpsichord. Zeke, you notice that over on the sideboard where that dancer statue was before that you pointed out, a couple old dusty crates have been moved into the room that are like leaking straw and old newspapers as packing material, and one of them has been like crowbarred open. The nails are on the floor there, and there are a couple of wrapped figurines or pieces of art or something that have been set up on the sideboard.
So they're set there on purpose. Okay.
Yeah, it's like after she gave you that thing, someone has come, probably Yaramina has come and like started to put up new new items to replace. She went to the attic and like got some new stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I take a second to glance at these. Now, she's not in the room with us, or we're walking to her wherever we're going to meet her inside of the house.
Yeah, the butler, he leads you in and asks you to take a seat, and Lady Aramina will be with you in a moment.
All right. Oh, so take a seat in this. Okay, in this room where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll take a second to study the new pieces that are on there.
Cool.
Okay. Can I make like a study roll or anything?
You can make a study roll. Yeah, totally.
Perfect. Okay.
It's controlled with standard effect.
Cool. Bonus size 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, once again, on point with
man.
your knowledge.
You see him like get a little minute. When he tells us to sit down, I sit down real quick, and then as soon as he's gone, I get up. I get over there and I like put on the old spectacles and start. And I'm not touching it. I'm just
Licking it.
licking
Nice.
it.
Yeah, no, you recognize it. You recognize all the pieces. Like you sort of peel up a bit of newspaper and see the maker's mark on one of the statues, and then one of the other pieces is a one is a sculpture, like a figure. It's actually, I think she probably has the matching piece. She has the dance partner of the Laudius that you saw before.
Yes, okay.
There's one dancer, and this is like the one that goes with it. Then the other one is an abstract piece. It's a black cut stone, polished stone, sitting in a little silver stand. Sort of this abstract, fiery, sort of black fire sculpture.
Okay.
And
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just kind of muttering as I'm looking. I'm just kind of muttering to myself. Well, this is very nice. Wonder where I'd have to do that little part with that one to be a nice match for my other one. And that one, I don't know if I know that one.
yeah, the match set would be worth even more, for that matter.
Well, that's very nice. I'll have to ask about that. See, I wonder how many skulls cracked is that worth? Puts his glasses away, goes back to sitting down.
Nice. So you wait for just a few minutes. While you're waiting, and you hear it first and probably more, but eventually the noise gets louder and everyone kind of picks up on it. There's a low moaning sound that comes out through the baseboard ducts, the steam heating vents. It's coming from somewhere else in the house. This woman's sort of moaning wail. Not super loud and shrieky, just kind of this slow, steady increase in volume, like a despair, kind of, not pain or anything like that. It fills the room for a moment and then dies down, and you hear a heavy door sort of clank and shut with a loud thump, and then chains rattling through rings, locks being manipulated, and then after a few moments, Lady Ermina comes up. There's a circular staircase out the back that winds its way up to the upper floors and then down to the subterranean canal dock and stuff down there. And she comes up, and you see her sort of finish adjusting where she's put on her slippers as if she was wearing heavy boots or something before.
Okay.
And she breezes into the room as if none of that happened, and you didn't hear anything as far as she knows.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can I just get was the moan a creepy
It was super creepy.
Okay.
Like, everyone heard it. though.
Everyone heard it. Yeah, I mean, you guys have been in Duskwall long enough that it would not be weird for you to go that's a ghost. I think that's a ghost.
Okay. I had to make sure that it wasn't something else, another type of moan.
Yeah.
That's what I was. Yes.
It doesn't mean
Got
it
it.
is a ghost, but that would be a perfectly reasonable thing to think. It sounded like one to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
So she comes in and has this slight smile on her face. You notice she's wearing the same gown. She's wearing this black gown of mourning with the high lace collar and everything. And the sort of satin wrap shawl with tassels, all in black. But her demeanor is a little different. Like she seems chipper or upbeat, and before she was kind of cold and cruel, and she was banging on the harpsichord and saying, like, you know, they have to die. And now she's kind of this sort of serene and smiley. It's strange. She seems off. But she breezes in and sits down and then kind of looks back and forth at each of you with not a whole lot of recognition until her eyes land on Careless's black Taikarosi eyes and she goes, "Oh my. Well, you must be here for your payment, yes? It's you, the assassins."
Well, over here.
Sorry, Jeff, did you say something? I missed that.
Oh, was I muted or something?
I don't know. I
No,
just didn't.
I think it just like skipped for a second. Yeah.
He smiles and just says, "Yes, you would be correct in assuming as such."
She comes over and like puts a fingertip under your chin and tips your head up and looks kind of at your demonic features appreciatively. Yeah, at you. Yeah. If you let her, I mean, you're clearly.
I think she does. He just smiles bigger. He's just like, "What?"
Yeah, she's like not put off by it at all, and she's acting creepy. I don't know if you think she's acting creepy or if this is normal for you, but at least everyone else in the room, there's this strange thing happening between the two of them where he's grinning and she's grinning, and like she sort of strokes his face. Murder, yeah. So it was the magistrate, yes? Dunville. She like turns her back dramatically and throws her hand in the air. She pulls a fan out.
She does. I slowly turn to the rest of the group, and there's just a huge smile on my face, just like.
Big smile.
She goes over to where the crates are. One of them hasn't been levered open yet. It's not all dusty. It's like a properly made wooden box, but it's nailed shut. It doesn't have a clasp or a lock or anything. And she kind of nudges it with her toe, and it doesn't really move very much. And she goes, and kneels down. She just puts her fingernails. She has like nice manicured nails with polish on them, and she sticks them under the edge of the box and just levers it off, and the nails clatter to the floor. And she goes, yes. She bends over and with one hand she picks up this like metal lockbox that's like yay big. It's all of metal. Probably weighs like, I don't know, like 30 pounds or something. And she picks it up in her hand. And there's this sort of sloshing of coin inside of it. You can hear tinkling together. She comes over to you and holds it out like it's a deck of cards. I think this is what we agreed on, but you'll have to tell me. You should check.
During all this, like when I see her rip that shit open or whatever, I lean over to Rune, or I nudge Rune. You ever seen anything like this before? She's acting kind of funny, if you know what I mean.
And I had been like kind of staring off into the distance, like not super paying attention. But I look back at Aldo and I'm just like, well, she seems like everyone at the tavern I've ever seen. So
as she hands me the lockbox, without turning, I toss it over my shoulder in the approximate direction of where Aldo is. And I say, "Aldo, if you could be a darling and count that for me, please."
Yeah, you have to like take it in your palm down like this in both hands and kind of like heft it and then go ooh and like heave it over your shoulder.
Oh, if it's that heavy, then I think I don't just toss it over my shoulder. I turn and two-hand hand it to him and say that, and then turn back to her and just smile.
And it's not locked or anything, right?
No, it has like a clasp with a pin, but you just pull the pin and you can open.
Okay. Yep. I pull the pin. I count, or I do like a precursory count, like whatever. Like, was there like an amount we agreed on?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to the sheet here before we take our break. We'll give you the actual payment number, and then we'll take our first break. So on the reference sheet there, it says your score yields 1 rep per tier of your target. Rep is like your cruise rep. It's like you're in the underworld. Like the higher your rep gets, that's when you can like move up the tiers of the underworld. So the first part of the payoff is not in coin; it's in like reputation. So Magistrate Dunville was a tier 3 target, so the crew gets 3 rep for doing that job. If you keep a job completely quiet, like no one knows you did it. If you guys did something on your own without a contractor and covered it up and it was like perfectly secret, then you wouldn't get any rep for it, but also you wouldn't get any heat for it. So, you know,
Right.
it's a trade-off. In this case, because Iramina knows, like she can recommend you to other people anonymously and stuff, so you still get the rep for it.
Gotcha. And it was worth. I see it's filled in. It was worth 2 coins or 2 coin. Is that wrong?
You guys already have 2 coin. You start with 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and since you don't have a vault yet, your crew can like keep 4 coin around in petty cash, and anything past 4, you can you spend it during the next downtime, or divvy it up among the crew members.
Okay.
Crew members can take money too. So the job for coin is worth. So there's a list here. 2 coin is like a minor job, and 10 or more is like a treasure trove job, right? So somewhere in between. For this one, it's 4 coin. A strong box worth of loot, essentially, is what you're getting here.
Okay. Small job, like strong box, got it.
A small job, yeah. Like killing a magistrate is not a small job exactly. But, given the circumstances, like she had already identified the target for you and like had sort of arranged things, so it wasn't like
Right. She put in the legwork.
She put in the legwork, exactly. So you guys get 4. So you go up to 6 total.
So it's all there though.
It's all there.
The 4
How does that work though? If we have 2 coin in our vault or in right, we add 2 to petty cash. What happens to the other?
You're
2?
basically going to be 2 over, but like an easy thing to do right now would be for just each of you to take 1 into your personal coin on your character sheet. There's a place for you to mark it. If that's okay with you guys. I don't know how you want to do that.
That sounds great.
But everyone likes to do it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Before we get to that, what?
Does Aldo say it's all here or something? Or guys? Aldo say
Yeah, no. I was counting it, and I just asked him, and so I look at it. Looks like 4 coins worth. I kind of like weighed in my hand, and I look up. Sold it, no problems.
Yeah. So when he says that, Iramina she goes, good. Like she wasn't sure.
I'm sure she doesn't count it herself.
Yeah.
That's why when you say it's all there, I turn to you with a big smile, and I'm just like, when you say it's all there, how much exactly are you talking about?
I'd say around about 4 coin. Like we
And
was
then-
brothers.
My eyes go wide, and I turn to her and I say, 4 coin. Didn't we agree on 5?
Nice. Mr. Firm wants to push his luck.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the roll? Let's take the break here, and then we'll do the roll when we come back. And we'll see if you can push your luck and try to get an extra coin out of the brain-addled Iramina.
I'm glad you're here, Jeff.
Nice. All right. We'll be back in a bit. Stay tuned.